I have managed to grab not one but two of the artists who are actually collaborating on their final piece. I'm going to let you introduce yourselves, so get ready to take the mic in a very professional way. You ready? Okay.
Hello, my name's Liam Heeley. I'm from Manchester. I'm a photographer and videographer and then content creator as well.
Hello, my name's Pete Obsolete. I'm a local illustrator. Honorary Manc. Absolutely love it here.
We love that. 3 Mancs together on the couch. How cute. How are you feeling today about the event? Are we nervous? Are we feeling good about demonstrating your final masterpiece?
I'm excited because I feel like we've enjoyed the process of making it. Yeah. So, and obviously filming it all and putting the stories up and doing a bit of video there. So it's been an exciting process. So now that it's finally up, it's exciting. I'm excited for everyone to see it.
No, I mean, I'm super happy with the work that we've collaborated on. We've worked together on a few projects recently, but today's the end of an official collab, and very, very happy with the end result of the pieces. Yeah, really love it.
Nice. I love the passing of the microphone. I feel like we've got a good rhythm going on here. It's like we've got a good pace going. So you two, obviously, born and bred Manchester. Yeah. Where were you born?
I'm Nottingham, honorary Manc, so I'm from Nottingham originally.
We'll give you the badge.
I am Stockport.
Don't tell anyone that. Don't tell anyone that. So we've collaborated on the piece. You've actually drawn the piece.
No, I took the photo.
You've took the photo and you've drew over it.
Yeah.
So did you argue much during this, or did you just?
No, I mean it's a very natural collab with Liam. Yeah. I think we both because we've got very different skill sets, and we both trust each other within those skill sets. The pieces work really well together, and I think it's a really nice balance between that photography and my illustration or my illustrative style. And yeah, it just ended up being a really efficient, smooth project. And absolutely, again, I'm blown away by the final result. I'm really happy with how it all looks. Very excited to see him up later. Yeah.
So we are going to see it, obviously, later on at the event. But what is the inspiration? You took the initial picture. Yeah. Talk me through it, though. Talk me through if I'm sat there, I've gone into a gallery, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to look at it. What do you want me to feel? What emotion are you trying to evoke in me?
So obviously the project was all around never give up. So we really wanted to just express strength and resilience within the photos. And I think with the styling as well, with the top we got, which you'll see, that really pushes that kind of saying as well. So.
Yep. So the piece, our piece is called "Fortified with Fortitude." So the whole idea is about having strength through resilience, through hardship. And I think certainly with the art direction, there was a little bit of military edge to it. And again, I went a little bit crazy on the background to create a chaos, and then have some sort of calm over that chaos. So it's a bit of a mix between strength and resilience, as Liam said. But again, that idea of fortitude and being able to go through stuff is the overriding concept.
Now, you did just mention as well, obviously the theme is never give up. As a creative, it is very easy to want to give up, and a lot of people do. Has there been a time in your career as an artist where you've thought, do you know what? This is not going to work for me. This is just not a lifestyle I can do.
I think it really depends on if you love what you do. Because someone asked me the other day if I ever get burnout, but I genuinely feel if you love what you do, you can't get burnout. That's what I believe anyway. And I think at the end of the day in life, a lot of people don't necessarily find what they love doing, because you've really got to take a leap to find it. And a lot of people, it's a difficult move to make, especially when you're older and you've got commitments as well. You can't just quit your job and do something. But when you're younger, you can.
Well, I think it's all part of the creative curse, and having that idea that, you're always wanting to put the best out there and give your best in your work, and sometimes it's not always possible to do that. So that idea of never giving up is something that I think I can completely relate to, where you have to grit your teeth and push through it, but know that your creative outlet is part of that growth. So never giving up is, it's a perfect title for how I work, and I'm sure it's similar with Liam. This was a very, very apt project for who we are as creatives.
Do you know, I saw an interview with Travis Scott actually, and he was saying as a creative, he sometimes will doubt himself that much when he looks back over things and listens back to things 100 times. He's now started to just put things out without overanalyzing it because it's just like get it out into the world. The response is the response. Do you guys work like that?
I think someone told me once that if you play a nightmare in your own head, you're the only one watching it. So if you're watching something, if you're like thinking about something in a negative way in your head, no one else is, it's just you. So it's kind of like, I've kind of like lived by that. But it's true, like at the end of the day, as an artist, if you put something out, everybody only knows that. They don't know the other like versions of it. So
I think I do as quite a lot actually. Yeah, the idea of mistakeism is kind of quite high on my things to do in my work, to be honest. Having a natural reaction to something and trusting your hand, trusting your experience in that like art form or whatever is vital, and it's very difficult as Pete Obsolete. Like I don't like editing too much. I don't like post edit too much. I just kind of want to react to something and paint or draw it, so I can completely relate to that. Much like the pieces that we created, it was, I was just reacting to the photos, and as much as we'd art directed together, they were fresh photos when I was drawing over them. So that kind of, that was just really refreshing to be able to just go back to the original form of Obsolete, which is just reacting and drawing. So I absolutely love that. Yeah.
Also slightly scary to draw over someone else's work, maybe.
So we had them up on my white wall, and I put them up, and then Pete was like, am I right to like paint on your wall if I want to do like a big X and go off the side? And I was like, yeah. And then when we took it down, it's got like square frames, so it looks quite nice.
So you guys are definitely not renting. We love to see it. Secure the the landlord's coming for you, boy. So the theme, obviously, of Never Give Up really fits with you guys. So what was it like to get the call up to collab with a brand like G-Shock then?
I think from like a marketing / content perspective, like the stuff G-Shock put out is like incredible. So to be able to like be given the opportunity to do something for a brand like that is like amazing, especially as a photographer. Love it.
Completely seconded as well. Like just having the product in the shots was a big thing for us, I think, as well. Like being able to react off that and include the models and include the art. Working with G-Shock, obviously, is, I've known them since I was born practically. So being able to work with them directly is an absolute honour. And seeing it in the beautiful city of Manchester, which is obviously one of the most amazing creative industrial cities in England, let alone the world, is a small honour, I'll be honest.
And this is it. We don't actually see a lot of brands come into Manchester like that and give the people in this community opportunities. So I think it's a big statement what they're making, and I also think it just shows like how much we are thriving here in the north. So what would you say is your favourite thing about Manchester, and why is Manchester so different? What do we offer that is different to everywhere else?
I think Manchester's just got a certain like working mentality. I think you can tell with like a lot of music artists, because obviously on socials and stuff you can see their growth more than like anyone else. And it's just that no matter what creative you meet, you can come up with an idea and tomorrow you'll be doing it. I just don't feel like you can really do that anywhere else in the world. Well, not in the world, but I feel like Manchester's like very good for that, and everyone's on the same page with just wanting to get stuff done.
I didn't realise that we shared such a similar view on that, mate. I'll be honest. That again, the industrialism of the people here is something. I'm an honorary man. Come from Nottingham, so knowing that or seeing the industrialism in the people that goes into the creatives, into absolutely everybody in Manchester. It's just insane. Like the amount, the breadth and the wealth of talent in this city is nearly unheard of. And I think there needs to be, every light needs to be shone on Manchester a bit more, because I think it's we're distracted by the capital, distracted by other cities. But Manchester really brings its own je ne sais quoi to the situation. Little salt bay. But literally, that's something that if you, again, like what Liam was saying, if you come with a skill set and you come with a humbleness and a welcoming, mentality to work, and you've got a skill set that you want to kind of push, and it's a positive skill set, Manchester will welcome you. And again, you can have an idea and execute it the next day. That's pretty much how me and Liam met. So it's that I completely adhere to that. And again, it's surprising that I wonder why we got on so well, mate. I'll be honest. No, good work.
Look at this bromance going to the next level. We absolutely love it. Now, I'm very excited to see your work later on. I have to get a little cheeky selfie in front of it.
It's quite high.
It's quite high. Right, another short joke. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. Oh, it's all right. You're short as well. It's all right. Perfect. Thank you, guys.